Hi, and this is Stephanie and Miriam from BigHairReview.com, and we are going to show you how to do a regular two-strand twist and also a two-strand rope twist, and you'll get to see the difference between those two types of twists and how they make the hair look. Miriam's been wearing this hairstyle for almost a week, and here is a twist that has been in for almost a week. This is just a basic two-strand twist. This is not a rope twist, and this is after a week of wear. And every day we put a little bit of moisture into it, usually with either just a spray bottle or we'll use a product that is made for moisturizing, and I'm going to review a few of those here later. Today, what we're going to use, though, just so you know what products I'm using, we're going to use the Cantu Shea Butter Leave-In Conditioner, and we're also going to use Kinky Curly Curling Custard. I tore the label off, but that's what this is. And we're going to do those twists. So I've already taken one out. So this is after I've taken the twist out and broken it apart a little bit. If her hair had been twisted more recently, she could probably just wear this as a twist out and it would look really nice all over her head. But we're going to go ahead and just retwist these two, and we'll do this one as a basic two-strand twist, and I'm just going to spray it a little bit so that it's moist. Get rid of some of those little frizzies. And then we're going to put just a small amount of the Cantu Shea Butter, and we'll just work that in. She doesn't need a whole lot because we've been moisturizing it regularly, so her hair is still very soft and manageable, and we don't want to overdo it with product for a long-term hairstyle like this, so we don't get any buildup. And then we'll put a little bit of the curling custard on, and it's a little harder to see on my hands, but you can see there's a little bit on my fingers there, a little bit more than what I put on for the Cantu Shea Butter. And I use it kind of like a gel. A lot of people use it for wash and goes, and it works really well for that too, and maybe we'll do one of those sometime, but for now I'm using it kind of like a gel. So we just work it through her hair, and you can see how actually it makes her curls really pretty. Once you have that worked into the hair, if it needs detangled, we would comb with a wide tooth comb, and we'd start at the base and work our way up. But her hair is already detangled, so we don't really have to do that. So we'll divide this hair into two pieces. Since it's at the back and bottom and it's a kind of a wider piece, I'm going to just divide it vertically. But if it's a smaller section and it's up closer to the front of her head or is a little more visible, I would probably divide it diagonally from corner to corner. I just think it makes the twist look a little better. But for a basic two-strand twist, you're going to take your two sections and you're just going to cross them over each other and then do the same again. So you'll just take this piece right here and you'll cross it over and then bring it under. And then as you do it more, you'll get faster. It will get a lot easier. The hand that's not doing the most crossing can do the smoothing. So this hand here, I run it down her hair when I'm twisting it just to make sure that any excess product gets smoothed in, and also it helps keep the hair from being tangled while you're twisting. And then when it gets to the end, I have one section that's a little shorter and smaller than the other. Since we're this close to the end, I won't do this little trick, but I'll tell you about it. You could steal a little bit from the other section and continue twisting, but we'll just twist it down as far as it'll go. And then since she has this curling custard in her hair, we can just kind of take both sections together and twist them all the way to the bottom a little bit, and it keeps the section together and it looks really pretty. And then when it dries, it'll shrink up. You can tell her hair has a lot of shrinkage. This is right after being twisted, and this is after a week, so there's a lot of shrinkage happening. One more. Okay, so this one's going to be the rope twist, and to untwist it, I just usually twist in the opposite direction of the way that I twisted her hair. and then watch for any knots that happen, and if they happen to show up, then just go down to the bottom, find them. Oh, this is where I had joined two sections together so that I could finish the twist longer. Okay. So we'll do a rope twist now, and I'll wet her hair a little bit with the spray bottle. Work the water in. And then we'll get just a little bit of the Cantu shea butter, and we'll work that in. Just about the same amount as the last one.
I did this.
And work it all the way through her hair. Then we'll get a little bit of the curling custard. Oops. And work that through her hair. What I love about this curling custard is as soon as it hits her hair just gets so silky and shiny. It's very nice stuff. It's one of our favorites. Okay, so now that that's done, and she doesn't need any comb detangling, her hair is fine, we'll go ahead and divide it into two sections. Now, what makes a rope twist unique is that when it's finished being twisted, it looks like a rope, and that's why it got its name. What you do is you take your two sections just like before, except now you pre-twist them. Now, some people twist one, or both strands rather, all the way to the end and then start their twist. I like to just twist where I'm starting and then twist as I go. So I will twist both sections a little bit to get started, and then you will cross them, if you twist them both in the same direction, and then you'll cross them the opposite way you twisted. So since I twisted this way, I'm going to cross my hair the other way. So I will take this piece and bring it over, and then we'll just keep twisting and crossing and twisting and crossing until we get all the way to the bottom. And I can already tell that I made one section a little bit too fat, so we'll probably have to add some hair to it once we get down to the bottom. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that now. Obviously, it's more ideal if you can get the sections right when you first start doing the twist, but when you're in a hurry, sometimes that doesn't happen. Now you'll notice I probably put a little bit too much of the curling custard on her hair. That's it coming out. A little bit too much isn't a big deal, as long as you don't really overdo it. But what we'll do is when we get to the end here, I will just kind of wipe some of the excess off of it. And then I'll just twist the end. Then I'll take a paper towel and just kind of dab some of the excess off. I don't want to take too much of the moisture off, obviously, because we want to keep her hair nice and moist. But the difference between the twists, this one looks a lot cleaner. The twists don't fall apart as quickly. They'll stay in a lot longer. They do tend to take just a little bit longer to do, and then while her hair's wet, it might be a little bit difficult to see the difference. But these basic two-strand twists end up getting a little looser right after you do them, and so they tend to be a little fatter. And these other ones, the rope twist, tend to stay a little thinner and a little tighter. I'll post a picture of them on my blog on bighairreview.com once this is completely dry, just so you can see the difference dry. And I hope you guys will come back, hit subscribe, look for new videos, and visit our website, and we'll see you then. Miriam, you want to say bye?
Bye.